Hi, friends. It's Angie. Angela's Caches, not Ashes. It's a take on Angela's Ashes, but it's Angela's with no apostrophe, CACHES, all one word, .org. This is the final overview evidence dump on Dr. Diane Phillips, maybe going by a different name. Sometimes he uses the name Rhiannon. Cryptocurrency scammer, Ponzi scheme scammer. And with the evidence I presented, it's a lot to go through, like the Panama Papers or the dumps that came through, the Clinton dumps that poor Julian Assange is rotting for. But it's worth it because I think it absolutely demonstrates that she lied, including the latest document that I've saved, which was an alleged confirmation of a bank transfer to my disabled son for $1,000. He'd invested $2,000 and it was supposed to have gone up to about $8,000. But Diane Phillips, as she goes by on WhatsApp and crypto and Facebook, assured me and my son that she had transferred money and it never arrived. So I think that's pretty conclusive evidence that she lied. So this is like my, I think, 4th video on the subject. I'm going to make a blog. She she used to work for the police, according to her backstory, as a police surgeon. She originally contacted me saying, I used to work for the police as a doctor and you're absolutely on track with the Hampstead case. Keep going. And she supported me financially and befriended me and came alongside me for 7 years. And I'm having to question her integrity, because when I finally put her feet to the fire a few months ago, she lied and lied and lied. So maybe it's just a personal character flaw from her having grown up with a narcissistic mother and a Ahab kind of father, or maybe she really is deep state. I don't know, but I will phone no, it's not Bedfordshire. What is it? Burton-on-Trent. I will phone Burton-on-Trent police, but the chances of them going up against one of their own, even though she's 11 years retired from working for the police, they're pretty slim. But I'm going to present my evidence anyway. If it's all I get, this is something I discovered with abuse, is that sometimes the only justice I can secure is to shout from the mountaintops what really happened and leave the rest up to God, because justice in this world seems hard to come by. So let me try and whiz through this because I find it so unpleasant. Share screen. I've made, I think, at least 3 previous videos. We'll get rid of that. Right. So, and they do have all the evidence, but they're right. So this is where we'll have. So let's go here. This is my Hyperverse account. When Diane first recruited me into a Ponzi scheme, I later discovered, but according to her, it was a crypto club that would generate vast returns, and into which I sank my somewhat modest life savings of $2,500 as a kind of rainy day fund, to bury me and to bless my children and, whatever. And then what really grieves me is my disabled 25-year-old son saved up $2,000 and he invested as well on the basis of Diane being trustworthy, which has not come to pass. So I'll just demonstrate to you here. Now, the Hyperverse, it started off as Hyperfund, then it went to Metaverse, then it went to Hyperverse, now it's gone to Hypernation. To me, it seems like it's pyramid schemes that keep getting exploited and then collapsed, and then it reinvents itself. It's a bit like people going bankrupt and starting up a new you know, a new company with exactly the same people at the top. So let's go here. Just go asset. We go, oh, let's go login. Oh yeah, okay, here, login. I'm not a robot. Get rid of the promo videos, which is all toxic positivity stuff. So yeah, I should have 10,000 plus, and we'll go asset, and then we'll go financials. This is just to show how long I've been trying to withdraw funds. Diane had me invest in this company, club, whatever you want to call it, over a year ago, and she told me that a withdrawal would take about 48 hours. I'm still waiting to withdraw. Right, so we go withdraw. Let's just go up here. Okay, here we go. So look, pending review. Here's the first one. The 6th of April. 0604. Here's another one, 0616. That was my birth. 0516. I beg your pardon. January, February, March, April, May. So there's one failed withdrawal, which was attempted in March of 2022. And then there are 2 that have been pending, one since May and one since June. We're now September. So they're still pending despite messages from Diane saying, oh, the withdrawals are going through. Go back there. So I think you can see that, you know, the first withdrawal failed and the last 2 are pending after multiple months. So then we'll go account. And then we'll go here and we'll go log out. Right, so I'll close that. And then here, all right, I'm just reading this. Right, so let's look here. Right, this is, Diane sent this supposedly to comfort me during the collapse of the 3rd or 4th Ponzi scheme that she'd drawn myself and my son into. And she sent me this video supposedly to reassure me, but actually this guy was pretty honest, and he said, we're walking a very thin line between simply a collapsed company and possible illegal activity. So I've got it marked as around 28 minutes. We'll start from 26. So be patient, and in about 3 minutes, you should hear him talk about, you know, is this just a collapsed company or is it actually illegal activity? I would suggest it was the latter. Oh, wait a minute. I have to go back to share screen and put share sound. So share screen, share sound. Here we go. That's Andy Divine teaching me. Right, here we go.
404. How do you, when you go to attempt to log in and you see error code 404, how does that make you feel? I know. It's like, hold on a minute. Then you go to the Telegram groups, it's all shut down and everything's gone. Websites disappeared. How many of you experienced that? Just one time in your life?
Yep.
These guys are still here. Yes, the rewards are racking up and you think, how the hell? Listen, their total liability, there's no way even what is put into this new program can cover their total liability. Would you agree? So I've had meetings.
Right. So that's like the banks. These are mini banks setting up. So if everybody tried to withdraw their funds from the banks, I think there's about 5% of deposited funds that would be available. So this guy's telling the truth.
I speak to the management team, I don't speak directly to all the board members, the owners, but I do have access to one that will give me a little bit of a heads up, not giving me, because there's a board and there's a management team that's been brought in. I believe they're from Malaysia. I can't confirm that. We're a professional company.
Yep, Malaysia. Remember that. Malaysia.
That is transitioning us. Okay? That again, that, you know, you have this ray of hope and sunshine. That gives me a ray of hope that these guys are here for the long term. Now, is everybody going to be happy? Because Keith, you just addressed the one times and the people yet to withdraw. They've ring-fenced those individuals as the priority.
Right. If we're a priority, my disabled son and myself, disabled also, have not been able to withdraw ever. And we bought into this Ponzi scheme probably April 2021. Or was it 2020? I think it was. Anyway, a long time ago. We've never been able to withdraw.
Let me explain to you why. Because if they don't take care of individuals who haven't been able to receive one times, it moves from the realms of, you know, a collapsed business to something which could be potentially illegal. Would you agree?
Yes, 100%. Thank you for your honesty. I'll share the link to this in the description box. Right. Just see what else we can find here. All right, here's the final bit of evidence. Well, I also want to show, remind myself to show the document where Diane totally lied, sending my disabled son, sorry, that's the truth, who was expecting a baby and under pressure, sent him a document which turns out to be illegal and at the best is cut off and doctored, at the worst is fraudulent, sent my son a document, here's confirmation of the transfer I made to your bank account. It was a lie. Right, so let's see. I recorded a video with Diane Phillips, as she goes by, and Renal Hepburn, one of the top performers in this hyperverse, hypernet, hyper this, metaverse, hypernation, all these reinventing companies. He's the top of the pyramid. Not the very top, but he's doing well. And he's complicit. Sorry. Right, so let me go here. Oh my God, how do these get scrambled? How do these get scrambled? Right, it's scrambled. I will recover it. This makes me wonder, is she, you know, is she actually deep state? Wow. Wow, this rarely happens, but it does happen on important videos. Right, I have some videos of Diane talking with her face, which is not like her WhatsApp. You know, very few of us show our real selves, which, you know, go along with our profile pictures. But okay, so this video has been scrambled, but never fear, I will find another one where Diane Phillips, Dr. Diane Phillips, aka something else, from Burton-on-Trent, who commutes 70 miles a day to a hospital and visits prisons and writes prescriptions and allegedly fought fluoridation of Sheffield and has been a targeted individual and a hero. She may be an undercover operative. No, it's scrambled. All right, look, we'll find another one, but that's enough. I'm just going to show you one more thing in WhatsApp. Where did I send it actually? I think I sent it to myself. Here's the hyperabundance team, right, which is their latest WhatsApp group, which they banned members from posting in when the company started to go under in the spring of 2022, because too many people were saying, what the F is going on? I can't withdraw. So leadership training. That looks like the same guy I featured earlier. Tech training. We should make this bigger. Let's see if I right. I'm gonna find this in Facebook. Just see where I sent it. This is evidence, guys, but like I just that's right, okay. Where else did I send it? Right, so this is an alleged, I'm going to read it out until I find it, right? Foreign payment confirmation, 13th of July, 2022 at 16:27 p.m. Country, Ireland. From account, reward 6074032417373. From account IBAN. I'm going to read this into the record. Sorry. GB33 NWBK 600740324173773. Payment amount 837.63 sterling. Exchange rate, payment date 14th of July 2022. Payment credit date estimated 18th of July. Nothing ever arrived. Nothing. 2 to 4 business days, it says on this document. Nothing ever arrived. Charge 22 sterling paid by customer. Agent bank fee. The foreign bank may deduct a handling fee from the account. Payment totals, indicative total cost to you, $859.63. She'd actually received via Renal in his PayPal, which is also reported, $2,000 plus fees plus variation of rates, you know. Indicative total amount credited to your beneficiary, 837.63 GBP sterling. Beneficiary name, my son. Beneficiary address. And then it says National Westminster Bank PLC, registered in England 929027. Registered office 250 Bishopsgate, London EC2M 4AA. I can produce that for the police or anybody interested in investigating Ponzi scheme scammers. I'm going to make a blog of this with all the evidence. It's burdensome. It's shocking. Some of you might find it interesting. And if we had fraud investigators doing their job, it would certainly be conclusive. So this is a call out about alleged Dr. Diane Phillips, maybe known by another name, ex-police doctor, surgeon, they call it, alleged friend for 7 years and fake Christian, I would allege, and Ponzi scheme, cryptocurrency scammer, has robbed myself and my son of almost $5,000. Okay, thanks. I'll blog this. I'll put this everywhere. She's quite vindictive. She's quite influential. She may come after me, but I'm sorry. I'm going to do everything I can to expose her and Renelle Hepburn, of currently known as Hypernation, very active on Twitter. God bless people. Please contribute if you can. This woman stole my rainy day fund and my son's. Unforgivable, Diane. Unforgivable.